Today we'll be unboxing the Test of Honor mounted samurai set. This is from the original release, and they've since released a mounted demo with samurai. But let's have a look at the original set. I continue to struggle with cellophane. Okay. And the instructions. So, it doesn't look like that many pieces. We've got the cards. We've got the metal parts, including a metal rider and 5 heads. We have the cavalry bases, and we have a rider sprue and a horse sprue. Let's pop these side by side so that we can get a good look at them. So, the rider sprue has 6 riders, 3 bows. Yeah, 3 bows, 1 naginata, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spears and a katana. You've got various bits for the commander, 6 bodies, some severed heads, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 heads. Let's flip these over so you can get a good look at the heads. And let's zoom in. These are the heads. But you've also got 2 types of armour, in fact 8 heads, a variety of weapons, so you can make 3 horse archers, 5 spearmen, 1 commander from the riders. Let's have a look at the horses. So you can see the detail on the horses. You've got these, which are in fact arrow catchers and would be attached behind the rider. But yeah, you've got 6 horses in a variety of poses. That's a quite nice horse sprue. They're also not that big, as Japanese horses weren't that big. So you've got the cavalry bases as well. These are the 3 character cards. You've got mounted samurai for 6. You've got mounted hero for 8 as your commander. However, looking at it, is it worth double the points? You go faster, but unless you're using an all-mounted warband, that means you can end up in all sorts of places without support, and that's going to be an issue. If you do want to go with an all-mounted warband, then there is enough in this set, because a mounted samurai is 6, mounted archers are 3. You can very quickly have enough to do a full 24 force. However, the demo set has the mounted spearmen, whereas this set only has the mounted archers, mounted samurais, mounted heroes, and the Widow Takeda Noka. Enemy units with spears and naginata gain bonuses against mounted units, but there isn't, apart from movement, a real bonus for mounted units. I know that's been a subject of some discussion for a lot of people, and some people have suggested rules changes or house rules to deal with that. You can get a whole force out of just this set. It might be interesting to play in terms of how quick it is, but it's not going to be the most efficient force. If you can concentrate your models to take out enemy heroes or a couple of enemy groups early on in the game, then you'll do okay, but it's probably a more advanced play force as it stands now. If they do provide bonuses to strike rolls, if they do provide bonuses to something else for mounted troops, as has been discussed on the Facebook group, then mounted troops will get a lot more practical. But as it stands now, mounted samurai are not the best thing to go with. However, they are really nice models. I think they're nicer than the foot models, and I'm going to do a quick video on putting together some of the mounted samurai, because it also won't take me an awful long time to paint them and have a full 24 points out of it. But as it is, as part of a larger force, it's interesting, the models are good. It's the first Honor Geisha that Warlord have done, and they've recently announced they're going to do more, but it's not a force that is going to be massively powerful in the game. I like it and I like the models, and I'm going to put it together, but I think cavalry need a bit of a boost before they become a super practical force that you can use to manoeuvre around the board and strike really hard. I like it, but the game is still evolving, and there's talk about doing a consolidated rulebook at the end of year 2. So there's going to be So High and Honor Geisha and Korean Pirates coming out, which will be sort of the end of year 2 of Test of Honor, and then talk of doing a rulebook with more rules and things like that in to consolidate everything that's been going on in year 1 and year 2 and all the lessons learnt from the public having the game. My opinion of the set is it's really nice models. If you are buying it for any other war game, it's a really good set to buy because you get some metal character stuff, which is quite nice, and the horses. But for Test of Honor, realise that it'll be a fun warband, but it's not the most efficient warband that you could select. I will, however, be putting them together and painting them. I'll leave the riders separate while I paint the horses, and paint the riders separately, then stick them together. So there'll be pins and corks and all that going on. But yeah, I like the set. I think it was a good buy for me. I will be putting them together and painting them because the models look pretty nice. Certainly nicer than the Lord of the Rings Riders of Rohan, which would be a set of comparable size. 6 cavalry figures with some options. I like the set. You'll be seeing it on the channel. It's possibly not the first purchase you should make if you're expanding your Test of Honor stuff. I think that first purchase should be either Ronin or Bandits and Brigands. You've got 9 more Honor cards. Again, you can use that to forge the narrative, and it's always nice having Honor cards. It's a set with some limitations, but I would recommend its purchase, but not the first thing that you get. If you have liked this video, hit like or subscribe. Otherwise, good gaming.